Okay, part 3 start. We stopped with Gravebreaker Lamia in part 2. Then we go to River Kelpie. I think his price is going to come down since he got reprinted. So I'll get a foil one before too long. So 3 blue for a 3/3 beast. When he or another permanent is put into play from graveyard, draw a card. Whenever a spell is played from graveyard, draw a card. With Muldrotha, you're going to be drawing a lot of cards. Forest, Kokusho, the Evening Star. Right, so she's just bloody fantastic in this deck. 5/5 flyer, yeah, that's nice. She's a big dragon. She flies. She can punch people, but when she dies, drain each opponent for 5, and you gain life equal to the total lost this way. I've noticed a lot of the newer cards. It's each opponent loses 1. You gain 1. Each opponent loses 3, you gain 3. So it's not you gain 3 for each one, you just gain 3. She says you gain 5 for each one. So you've got 3 opponents, that's 15 life. That's a hell of a swing. Seedborn Muse. I should get another foil one. But they're really expensive. And I want to get the foil River Kelpie and foil Ancient Tomb. So I'm not going to get a foil one anytime soon. Anyway, 3 colors, green for a 2/4 spirit that untaps. You get to untap with your opponents. So you always have access to your mana. You always have blockers. She's just really, really nice to have. A piece of dust in the forest, so just pull it out. Butcher Malakir. So this is one of the 2 cards that the Birthing Pod will top out on. I don't have anything that costs more than 7. 5 black for a 5/4 flyer. When he or another creature control is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Basically, Dictate of Erebos on wings. Well, more like Grave Pact, because he doesn't have flash. He's not flashy. He's shiny, he's just not flashy. Overgrown Tomb. As you can see, I chose the original Rob Alexander art for the 3. I like to have the little cycles of fetch lands, little cycles of shock lands. I like them to match. I like them to be from the same, for shock lands, from the same Ravnica block. Fetch lands, I like them to either have the same new frame with that cutoff here, or all to be the old frame, which is kind of tricky because the way the printings have been over the years. Wayward Swordtooth, 2 and a green for a 5/5 dinosaur that can't attack unless you have the city's blessing. So until you have 10 permanents in play and he sees them, you cannot attack or block with this bastard. But you can still play an additional land on each of your turns. Every one of your turns you can play another land. And Muldrotha says you can play a land from your graveyard. So you can play a land from your hand, then you can play a land from your graveyard. You can't play 2 lands from your graveyard because she says you could play only 1 permanent